What if there were no trees? Have you ever thought about a world without trees? It is hard to imagine. Trees are everywhere. They stand tall in parks, streets, and forests. They give us shade, air, and peace. But what if, one day, all the trees were gone? What kind of world would we see? At first, the streets would look empty. The parks would look strange. The wind would move freely because there would be no trees to stop it. The air would feel dry. The sun would shine too bright, and people would look for a place to hide from the heat, but there would be no shade. Children would stop playing outside. People would walk faster because the sun would burn their skin. Even the animals in the city, cats, dogs, and birds, would look for a cool place, but they would not find one. Without trees, the birds would have no homes. You would not hear the soft songs in the morning. The nests would be gone. The squirrels would run on the ground, looking for places to hide, but they would find none. The forests would turn silent. And silence can be scary. It would be a silence without life, without song, without hope. Soon the air would start to change. Trees make the air clean. They take in bad air and give us good air. Oxygen. Without trees, the air would be full of smoke and dust. Breathing would be hard. The sky might look gray most of the time. People would wear masks to go outside. The wind would not smell fresh anymore. Some people might try to stay indoors all day. Children would forget what fresh air feels like. Even rain would smell different, less clean, less alive. The weather would also change. Trees help to keep the world cool. Their leaves and branches protect the earth from too much sun. Without them, the ground would dry faster. The rivers would lose water. The rain would come less often. Some places might turn into deserts. Farmers would cry for rain. The plants they grow would die faster. The earth would crack, and dust would fly everywhere. People would try to fix it. Maybe they would build tall machines that look like metal trees. These machines could try to clean the air, but could they really replace a tree? A real tree gives life. It grows slowly, quietly, and beautifully. It does not need electricity. It only needs time, light, and love. Machines might help a little. They could never make the same feeling. The peace of sitting under a big green tree. Animals would suffer the most. The deer, the owls, the monkeys, all would lose their homes. Some would die, some would move, but there would be fewer and fewer left. Forests are homes, food stores, and playgrounds for them. Without trees, the balance of nature would break. And when animals disappear, humans suffer too. Because every part of nature is connected, like pieces of one big puzzle. Cities would get hotter and louder. Trees help to make cities quiet. They block sounds and give peace. Without them, everything would echo. The sound of cars, people, and machines would never stop. It would feel like living inside a big metal box. At night, lights would shine too strong because there would be no leaves to soften them. Even the stars might look dim through the dirty air. Even our emotions would change. Many people feel calm when they see trees. The green color helps us relax. When we walk in a forest or sit under a big tree, our heart slows down. We feel connected to something bigger. Without trees, many people would feel more stressed, more tired, more sad. Hospitals and schools might even paint green walls to remind people of trees, but it would not be the same. A painted tree cannot give you fresh air or cool shade. In this world without trees, books and paper would also be rare. Wood for houses, pencils, and even musical instruments would disappear. Everything would be made of plastic or metal. Maybe people would forget the smell of fresh wood, the sound of leaves in the wind, or the feeling of sitting under a tree with friends. Some children might grow up never touching a leaf. They might see trees only in old pictures or movies. But let's imagine something else now. Let's imagine the world with trees again. Green forests, cool shadows, birds singing, children playing under branches. Clean air, blue sky, soft wind. That is the world we have today if we take care of it. And we still can. It's not too late to protect what we love. Every small action can help. Planting one tree, not wasting paper, protecting green areas. These things matter. Trees cannot speak, but they help us live. They give us air, water, food, and peace. They are silent friends, and we must protect them. One small seed can grow into a big tree, and one small action can make a big change. So now, think for a moment. What if there were no trees? What would you see, smell, or feel? Would you like that world? If there were no trees, our planet would not be the same. Life would be harder. The sky would be dull, the air would be heavy, and hearts would be empty. So let's take care of the trees we still have. Let's love them because they love us in return in their quiet, gentle way. What do you think? If trees disappeared from our world, how would your life change? Would your town look different? Would the air feel strange? Would you miss the sound of birds or the smell of rain? Think about the parks, the shade on a sunny day, and the trees you walk by without noticing. What if they were all gone? How would that make you feel? We would love to hear your thoughts. Please share your ideas and feelings in the comments below. Tell us what trees mean to you and why you think they are important for our planet. Your voice can inspire others to care more about nature. Let's start a conversation and make a small change together.